What's going on, boys? It's your boy Ginger back with another video. Today we're gonna be looking at another Moist video. I think this is the video of if you guys know Oki's Weird Stories. He's a pretty big YouTube channel. He made like a documentary sort of thing on this crazy story. Like this dude got like trapped in this basement. This other dude was like holding him captive, like slave type shit. Like it was crazy. And it was like a 50-minute video. Loved that shit. And now Moist is talking about this. I'm assuming it's the same thing. So, yeah, let's get right into it.
No documentary filmmaker on YouTube more talented than Oki.
But yeah, I'm excited to watch this because it was one of the best documented stories I've watched in a while, honestly. It was very professional, especially for YouTube. And I've never even heard of the YouTube channel that made the documentary, so... yeah.
Every time he uploads, it's just like this wonderful maker on YouTube more talented than Oki. There is no documentary filmmaker on YouTube more talented than Oki. Every time he uploads, it's just like this wonderful
I have not watched, I swear to God, have not watched this video. I've only watched the Oki video. Hey, Moist just put fucking, he took words out of my mouth, man.
My cat can't help but jump up.
I swear I didn't watch this. Swear to God.
I think Oki's Weird Stories
that's him.
That channels on YouTube. He recently uploaded another banger covering a story that
it was a banger.
People aren't familiar with. So
it's such a sad story, but he just documents it so good. It gets a 50-minute video, and I would go watch the entire thing again. Exactly.
I am also going to put a link to
because I didn't watch it on stream either, so I actually would watch it again if chat wants me to.
Go support him, please. I think he makes amazing content. And
for real, though, go check him out.
He's super nice. Every time we've talked, he's been nothing but wholesome, and he's got these incredible ideas for the future of his channel. And I just can't wait to see them unfold. So definitely go check out his channel, and if you're feeling inclined to help him reach his goals, then check out his Patreon. It's all below.
Hey, W Mans, he really shouting him out. He told him to even check out his Patreon. W Moist. Yeah, that's the dude that held him captive, white boy. Fucker, little fucker. Cap. I don't know, dude. It's such a weird story. No one knows why he. So he was. He had this dude in his basement, and they were like building a tunnel. It's so bizarre. It's not just like a little tunnel. They were fucking building. Yeah, bunker, whatever the fuck. Yep, there's the victim. So sad, dude. That dude's name right here. R.I.P. For real. I watched the documentary. He seems like such a good guy too. So fucking annoying. It's crazy. This was 5 years ago, and we're just now hearing about it.
September 10th, 2017.
Court cases are weird.
Died in an electrical fire while digging
just making sure the audio is good.
Nuclear bunker underneath Daniel Beckwith's home. They struggled to navigate through Daniel Beckwith's
home. Here, let me rewind that just in case I was talking more.
Sorry. Died in an electrical fire.
Sorry.
On September 10th, 2017, September
10th, 2017.
Died in an electrical fire while digging tunnels for a makeshift nuclear bunker underneath Daniel Beckwith's home.
I really wonder if he was building it for that reason. Like, what else would it be for, you know? I don't know. But it's just really odd. You guys will see.
They struggled to navigate through Daniel Beckwith's home because of extreme amounts of debris.
The dude's weird.
Blocking the way. Before he succumbed to carbon monoxide
sounds like a
poisoning,
4chan
Askia was only 2 steps away from almost certain safety. But the hoarding conditions of the home
hoarders are weird.
From making it out
unless it's like okay, it's not like your whole house is disgusting, but some hoarding is actually nasty.
Entire situation.
This is his father.
Is unresolved.
Askia Kafra.
How is it unresolved? This sounds pretty cut and dry. The dude was one of those outrageously unhinged doomsday preppers, like probably a gang stalker as well, thinking the whole world's out to get him and everything's about to end. And he must have fucking snapped and ended up killing him. How the fuck could this be an unresolved case?
So
I mean, I guess we're just at the beginning here, so this is all just like the intro.
But like, he got caught and stuff. Did he just not get any time? If he didn't get, like, life or, like, 10, 20, 30, you know, like, he needs to be in prison for a long time. You look at, if he didn't get any time, like, just a few years even, fuck the system. For real, bro. Because I don't remember that when I watched. I don't remember how much time he got and all that. I remember him in the interrogation room and all that shit.
Of someone with one of those mental illnesses just losing.
Oh yeah, it seemed like he was ill for sure.
Ending up killing someone.
And it didn't seem like he talked to anybody else in a long time.
He
It's
displayed
an
an
odd
aptitude.
little
I want to read
thing
that. That
going
is
on.
some Reddit shit right there.
He's a crypto
I'm a
dude, too.
genius,
That's how he got all
man,
his money. And supposedly, yeah, his IQ's insane. Supposedly that.
Just read what I wrote. Just read what I wrote. I came off as sort of.
No habla inglés.
I can get a bit Sheldon-y. I scored the ceiling, IQ of 160 plus, standard deviation of 15.
I don't even know if I believe that.
Usually, my IQ's usually been estimated in the 170s by my psychologist.
I don't know if I believe it.
Was this on like a Rick and Morty
The
post
shit he
or
did
something?
to the other
Christ.
human, it just shows that he doesn't care about human life almost. Like, there's no way you're that smart. I don't know, maybe he just has no common sense, or he just is ill, but he's super smart. I don't know, dude. This whole thing's fishy. Like the dad said, it is sort of unresolved.
These psycho, like,
at least to an extent.
serial killer type people. If I want to get into just the craziest thing he ever did, it was.
I don't want to read this. I mean, this is the kind of guy that would get made fun of on the board. Is this posted like as satire by him? I don't think so. If he's calling into a random phone show talking about this kind of shit.
Yeah, definitely not.
And I'm gonna use this air gun to like shoot this raccoon in a cage, and like, you know, this is crazy. Like, this is like legit psycho behavior. Like,
one of
the most psycho thing he ever did. Sure.
One of the biggest indicators early on that someone's going to end up as some kind of serial killer.
Facts. Animal cruelty
is animal abuse, like the torturing of small animals.
Look at your boy today.
That is a phenomenon that's been
I'm on my
studied
shit
so many times.
I mean, that's pretty obvious though. There's multiple serial killers that have started off with like scraps of animal remains and shit like that, you know.
There's a direct correlation between
obviously
hurting animals when you're young.
The Dahmer, everybody started figuring out about that when they watched that.
That is like
but even before that,
cut and dry
I knew that multiple serial killers, that's how they got into it. That's like their gateway drug, you know.
Like,
was them fucking doing autopsies on animals.
Psycho.
The
yeah, for some reason it still gets dismissed pretty often by law enforcement. You guys remember what was his name? Pushin Entertainment? I forgot how to say it now. He's the guy that would torture and kill cats on YouTube. He was a 15-year-old.
Oh yeah, that story's crazy. I don't get people,
he got investigated.
Man.
He's not in jail. And it's because they don't take it seriously. It's, oh, it's a kid, you know. It
See, that's the issue about when you're like 17 and under, you can get away with almost anything. Well, even sometimes when you're 17, they'll charge you as an adult. But dude, kids will like murder someone and not even get locked up for like multiple years. Like, it's actually insane. I don't know. It's a weird system. Oh, they're 16. Their brain's not developed. We can't charge them.
Torturing and killing the cats.
What? I don't know about that.
Strange kid, and that's an understatement. But he had taken a video of himself taking a syringe and extracting synovial fluid.
Ew.
What the fuck?
Like a shot.
Ew, I missed that when I watched the video.
Yeah, this is his computer and his work area. Yeah,
what
so
the
this is
fuck?
basically me standing in the
That's
doorway.
worse
so
than Chris
nasty.
Chan taking a shot of his cum.
Did all of this cum.
Police officers then searched.
Damn, those
room.
penis emails,
Inside,
though.
they found a rifle,
Worth it.
the hood of a fire protection suit, several lockpicks, reverse engineered ID cards, and keyloggers. They also found a list of social security numbers belonging to faculty members and students.
It was the most filthy, disgusting room I've ever seen.
How you do that, though?
There was stuff everywhere.
Daniel was arrested.
His house is just disgusting, and then his room is so nasty.
Damage, 2 counts of computer fraud,
Ugh.
tampering with documents, and illegal.
I thought it was saying, was it University of Illinois, Indiana? I don't know. I can't remember where he's from.
I'm a 22-year-old who is going to plead guilty to a felony computer hacking charge in 5 days. When someone asked, "What did you do?"
He's a
he
hacker?
responded with, "I launched a huge, multifaceted attack against my university for nothing but lulz." Involving just about every.
Bro, are you brain dead?
I made the university's IT department look like damn fools.
That's crazy.
I mean, I guess pretty epic prank.
Haha.
Take that,
Omega
university.
lol, dude. The fuck?
Peak Redditor. I mean, this is some Reddit-ass shit.
Facts.
Daniel
He probably sits on like all
$2.6
day.
million after his
All
mother's
day
death.
type shit for
With
like
that,
20
he
years
had to
straight.
invest in Bitcoin, and he made a fortune. In a now deleted
Holy
Reddit,
Yeah, I'm
Daniel
hearing
thanked
that.
the technology board on 4chan.
He's supposedly a multimillionaire. Who knows if that's true? He tried to say his IQ was 170.
Returning
I don't know if
to
we can
Bitcoin
trust
as
man's-
early as 2010.
I don't know, man.
Ask me anything.
I am
Could be
still
true, you
so
never know.
fucking mad and I can't believe this came up in, what was it? It must have been 2012, maybe, yeah, probably 2012. I've mentioned this a million times, and I mention it every time it gets brought up. There was a post on the front page of Reddit that said, I strongly urge you to get into Bitcoin. And then another one like, Bitcoin has just hit $100. And I, as well as pretty much everyone I knew, was like, that's stupid. That's fucking dumb. It's never going to
Bro, I did not see that on Reddit. But I mean, if I did see it, I probably would have done the same as 99% of people did. Just went past it, acted like it was stupid. But hey, maybe my brain would have just fucking been like, hey, if I had extra bread, I definitely would have. If I had monies, if I had good monies, like it nowadays, if I saw something like that, yeah, I would send it a little bit. Back then, 2012, I had no money to my name.
Right, though. This seems like the kind of person that would actually put money into Bitcoin back then. You had to be out of your fucking mind to think it was a good idea.
Yeah, because there was no proof of it being doing good.
Jesus Christ.
That was just all trust. But if it was at $100, you gotta send it a little bit, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I guess it really depends if you thought it had any hope at all. Because if you didn't think it was gonna do shit, then yeah, you're not gonna waste a few $100 on it. For how many ever coins you buy.
Lord loser doomer.
I think it's considered coins, not shares.
There's one person that just happened to put money into that fucking Bitcoin post. And it paid off.
Might still be a share.
I actually got a call, and it was an IRS investigator, and they were asking me about.
Damn, maybe he doesn't make real bread.
Bitcoin account. They were basically saying
but that could just be like,
in possession
oh, what?
Like $1.2 billion worth of Bitcoin.
No, that's cap.
The Bitcoin were like $55,000 of Bitcoin, and he had 1.2 billion.
Dude, he had to have
$1 billion worth of them.
He had to have a lot of Bitcoins.
That was around the time I found out.
Like 200. He had to buy like 200 Bitcoin. I don't know if I buy that. Dude, because it's like $20,000 of Bitcoin, right? I don't think he would just do that. $20,000 on Bitcoin. And he's, seemed like he just got out of college, too. So he definitely doesn't just have $20,000 laying around. If he's paying for loans and shit. But he is super smart. Maybe he got full ride. I don't know. But $20K is crazy for something you don't really know about. In 2012, $20K is crazy. I think that might be cap right there. I'm calling cap on Lieutenant James Carter. Sorry, dude.
That kid, he died. In that.
I need proof.
What the fuck?
On the site was a section dedicated to software developing and investing. One day, while watching the infamous farm Martin Shkreli live stream on the site, he first laid eyes on Daniel Beckwith. Daniel, who used the handle 3alarm lamp scooter, impressed Saskia. Not only did he seem to be friends with Martin Shkreli, but he also claimed to be a multimillionaire investor and hacker.
I still remember I never saw any of those streams, but I remember Martin Shkreli, for a brief period of time, had a whole Discord server that fucking worshipped him. Kai and I went in there one night because we were curious and just wanted to laugh at the clowns that were, for some reason, sucking the dick right off of Shkreli's body. And Martin Shkreli was sleeping on a voice call, and they were freaking out about how lucky they were to hear him sleeping.
Dead right now.
It was so unbelievably fucking sleeping on a voice call, and they were freaking out about how lucky they were to hear him sleeping.
What?
It was so.
That is meat riding at its finest. Literally, dick in the fucking fans' mouths.
Pathetic.
That is crazy. Like what? Yeah, I don't get those type of streams.
Community.
Like if I do a 24-hour stream, I don't even know if I'd sleep on stream. You know, I'd probably just keep reacting, keep playing games. You know, I don't think I would, because I've been thinking about doing a 24-hour, like a little 12-hour, you know, something like that, or an 18.
And then when he did get arrested, I don't know if I would sleep on stream. What happened, but they were like, "No, this is outrageous. He didn't do anything wrong."
I just don't think I would have any viewers at all, because my Twitch is like pretty small, honestly, very small. So no one's gonna watch me sleep. Think about it. So yeah, if I do 24-hour, 12-hour, 18-hour type shit, I'm saying up, boys. It's gonna be a good ass stream.
God, this is blasphemous fucking crime.
But yeah, I guess when people do like subathons, that's when they sleep on stream, I guess. But 24 hours, most people do stay up. Usually, I guess it depends on the streamer, but, you know, if I ever did a subathon, maybe I'd have to. I want to do a subathon. I just need to get a little bit bigger before I do it.
It was a cult.
Because right now, I don't know if it
Martin Shkreli's farmer
really
bro, he's the guy that did like the 10,000.
And I do need to get more free time. Because I can't just be leaving for a little bit and then coming back, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, sometimes I have enough time to do like a 4 to 12 hour stream, but I wouldn't have enough time to do a full subathon. So, yeah, I'd have to wait a few months for that anyways. December.
Fuck, what was
or
it?
wait till like
What
spring or the summer type shit.
Was it insulin? Yeah. I think it was insulin.
I remember him saying that, I thought it was kind of odd. Like, oh, interesting, this guy's a bunker. What do you have a bunker for? And I remember him saying, I've been building this for a while. It's just a...
This is, the victim's, like, best friend.
...and safe in case of a nuclear war or a nuclear disaster.
Or one of his business friends, I can't remember. But they're close.
Wow. In preparation for their meeting.
Yeah, they're business friends.
All they had
partners.
to do was make it to the meeting on time and make a great pitch. But unfortunately, that didn't end up happening.
How does that happen?
I don't remember how, but we somehow end up putting in the wrong address.
That's crazy.
We end up going to the wrong location. At that point...
I am still so curious on what he was building the bunker for. Like, what was it really for? Like, I said, you think it was really just for nuclear bombing? I don't know. That's so weird.
We're just freaking out. We don't know what to do. And we get to the meeting, and we're about maybe 15 minutes late.
Why a red flag? He isn't wrong. Is that bait? Hey, excuse me. I've got to go back down to my bunker for my canned food just in case of a nuclear war breaking out real quick. Are you serious? That has to be bait.
No, that's normal.
That's like actual gang stalking behavior.
No, that's normal, man.
There's nothing wrong with being prepared. I think there's a level to it.
Yeah.
When you're building an underground network of tunnels and a bunker because you're afraid.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't just a bunker. He's building tunnels and shit too. Like, it's so OD. It's bizarre. Like, I don't think it was just for a
nuclear war going down at any minute.
But what else would you have a bunker for?
That is a mental illness.
Yeah, it is. Maybe he was just doing it for protection, and he's just ill, and he thought this was the safest thing, you know what I mean? Maybe he's just ill and was doing it for that. But I think... I don't know, dude.
I can't tell what's bait and what's not. I don't think that's crazy. There's nothing wrong with being generally anxious about things. I have a flying phobia. It's irrational, and I recognize that, but it's a phobia, right? I think that's totally fine to be like, I have a fear of nuclear bombs going off at some point. But then it has to be this barrier, like this filter in your mind where it's like, that is a little irrational. Maybe I shouldn't build a fucking multi-million-dollar...
See, yeah, maybe if you just built like a little bunker. Yeah, I mean, that's still a little crazy, but that's not that crazy. But then when you're building fucking long-ass tunnels, and you're making somebody else do it for you, and you're having them stay down there for like days on days, it's just weird. I don't know. Maybe, like Moise is saying though, yeah, maybe he is just ill and didn't realize that he was way overdoing it. But I think there was another reasoning to it. I think he's lying about it.
Disaster happening, and maybe I shouldn't be wearing a bulletproof vest anytime I'm out in public.
What?
It's not crazy at all.
Where do you hear that from?
In a bulletproof vest every day?
He wore that?
Might be multi-purpose bunkers also worth.
I mean, if you're really famous, then yeah. Like, if he did, like, hack individuals, and he's worried about his safety in public, that makes sense. But he's a weird motherfucker, so it probably wasn't for that, you know? But hey, you got real fucking ops, then yeah, you're gonna do it. You're gonna wear a vest. Unless you just don't care. I love his reaction. Oh, man.
There is a problem when your entire life is revolving around
and that was like his last 10 years. That's always been focused on Reddit and building tunnels. I don't know about... I just don't find that too entertaining myself.
A bunker to avoid the imaginary boogeyman of an apocalyptic scenario unfolding where you need this bunker to be the last human being on Earth with your canned food and prepping and wearing a bulletproof vest anytime you're out in public.
Yeah,
that's not even
crazy.
A hot take. That's
just, for sure.
That is a problem. I get shit for being afraid of going on a plane, and rightfully so. I get that it's irrational. How in the fucking world can you possibly try and justify a man spending so much on this bunker and wearing his bulletproof vest out in public, and then eventually hiring this man to dig out the underneath of his house for an underground network of tunnels because
so
he's afraid
weird.
of North Korea nuclear bombing his house? That is like schizophrenic behavior. That goes above gang stalking.
He asked me to stop.
Yeah, he could be schizophrenia. That is true.
He came home
Totally could be.
But you see, you also.
I want to hear what this kid's parents have to say, though. Or whoever fucking his guardian was when he was growing up. I want to see if they were like, he was really weird, or he actually had issues, you know what I mean? I'm curious. Or if he's just never was diagnosed type shit, you know?
It's crazy what you can ignore when you have that much respect for someone.
I remember definitely the first time around, I just started screaming to all the neighbors, you know, help, help, fire, fire.
Here he is.
Thinking was going to happen to him at that point. I was hoping he'd either run out there or he'd go out the back window.
This big window
there, or the window well.
Well, this one's got bars.
Well, that's not the window. Yeah, that one does have bars on it on the side. I don't think he could get out there. That doesn't.
He put bars on his. Well, of course he put bars on his.
Yeah, he's
got a
fucking
fucking bunker and tunnel system.
And then there's that window
for
well.
nuclear war.
I thought he also could have got out.
Of course he barred his windows.
Preferably, he would have just gone down into the tunnels and gone out the back.
Bro, if he had windows in the bunker, what the? It doesn't do shit. If there's actually real windows that have any sort of opening, his whole project doesn't do shit at all.
Yes. Come to my voice. I am on the
this part made me so mad. He was like, he should have just went out the window. You should have fucking ran down there and screamed at him because he couldn't see. If he could have had something to listen to, then his life could have been saved, my guy. I hate this part. Dude has like no remorse for human life.
Yeah,
type shit.
I think this is
so fucking weird.
I completely agree with the dad here.
Me too.
Daniel said that he tried to get inside the house to save Askia a total of 4 times, but that he was driven back by the overwhelming heat. During his attempts to enter the house, he said that he removed a propane tank, gas cans, and other combustibles.
The way out, you told me originally that you took a couple of gas cans.
Yeah,
but I never found those.
Why would he have gas cans down there in the first place?
In the front yard and the others on the side.
So I didn't get that.
So somebody might have walked off with me. Jeez.
What?
I'm no expert here, but this looks like some absolutely fucking terrible acting that I'd see in like a bad Hulu original like The Grip.
Why would the fucking propane tanks be down there in the first place? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, Daniel. You seem like a fucking capper on about everything you say.
Cuddy. What? Someone must have walked off with one of the gas cans that I was put in the front yard?
Yeah, during a fire. I mean, firefighter could have. If, like, the fire wasn't out yet, and they didn't want the fire to, like, touch the propane tanks, if it was, like, close to the house. That's the only reasoning. But it's still odd. Only reasoning, though.
Jeez.
Only reasoning.
Firefighter
moved it because he thought it was in risk of
people are asking
smoke
why
or combustion, you know.
Clearly this guy is unhinged.
Only reason.
Which is very obvious. He's very worried that everyone's out to get him. He wears the bulletproof vest when he's out in public. He duct tapes Askia's eyes, or, well, blindfolded him to get him to the tunnels. Duct tapes his
I remember hearing that. Every time Askia would try to, or would go downstairs or would go in the house, he'd be blindfolded. He couldn't see where the house was type shit. I don't remember when he would get blindfolded. I think it was like just when he was going downstairs. It's like he wouldn't know where the door was. It was something weird. Because I think like he'd be able to go into the house, but then when he would go downstairs, he'd be blindfolded. Which is really weird. Really, really weird. It's like he didn't want Askia to know how to get to the basement, but it's not like there's that many doors in his house. I don't know. I really don't get it. I really don't.
Is that way he's blind when he goes outside for fresh air? Because he's afraid Askia may turn on him at some point and tell people where his bunker is.
Okay, I get that. I totally get that. But when Askia drives to his house, he can, like, what? He can just be like, yeah, the bunker's at this location. I really don't get that. I don't get that part. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because there's no way Eskia never drove here on his own. Because I remember hearing that this dude picked him up most of the time. But there's no way every single time Eskia didn't get like a glimpse out or nothing. You know what I mean? There's no way he was blindfolded every single time he went to the location. Because I remember the dude, Eskia's friend and him, they said they like drove to this dude's house or something. They like went there. I swear they said something like that at the beginning. But Moist cuts out like so much of the video, you can't really... Ugh. That's the only issue. I can't remember for sure.
Well, I think what may have happened is he got this fucked up...
But yeah, I don't get it. I don't get the blindfolding. I don't think it does anything. I think I 90% remember Eskia and his friend going to the house on their own. And if that didn't happen, Eskia definitely had an opportunity to look out while they're driving, while the dude's pulling into his driveway. Just like a glimpse, or maybe the blindfold wasn't over all the way, like the fucking 15 times they did this shit. You know, I don't know. Like, yeah, there's that. There's that chance he did every single time blindfold him. But I still think he'd get a little eyesight out.
That would be my guess.
But maybe it was just like a neighborhood and he couldn't like see a street, you know. Maybe that's what it was. He just saw the house and couldn't identify it like for real. I don't know though. I really don't. This whole thing is weird. What is he doing right now?
They could have picked him up and taken him. I was so close.
Huh?
How could anyone watch this and think for even 1 second this wasn't a murder? That is not how anyone would respond to a situation like this. No, this is like worse than YouTuber apology level acting.
No, literally.
Naturally.
It's some of the worst acting I've ever seen.
If, you know, we got what we wanted, like if he was put away for life, that would only be a semblance of what I feel like we could consider justice, because it's not going to change the fact that Eskia is gone.
Yeah, he's gone forever, bro.
We can't.
At the very least, it gets this guy.
Exactly. Like locking him up, it helps to an extent. I totally agree with that. I want him locked up either way, though. I want him to suffer in prison the rest of his life, as he should.
Because I mean, according so far to the story, Eskia wasn't the only person, right? He mentioned.
There was some other dude that worked there.
Dick Rocket guy? Someone else had also worked on the tunnels. It wasn't.
See, Moist shouldn't have left out so many parts in this video.
That Beckwith had.
If you're just watching this, you haven't watched Oki's video. I'd be lost, Loki.
And then there was also the construction worker that.
See, that's what I'm saying. All these people there, and no one decided to say anything to authorities, or. Ah, man, I really don't like it. Something's off. I don't know. Because I remember them saying that they had, like, a phone while they were there, too. Like, Daniel or whatever his name is gave them phones while they were in the bunker. But maybe they were just flip phones. But if you had any sort of, like, maps or location service, you'd be chilling. But they probably were.
They didn't get to hear from
like, flip phone type shit.
Just Eskia.
But even if you could get your IP, anything.
Yeah, unfortunate name. Well, not an unfortunate name. Dick Rocket's a fucking hype name.
Yeah.
Just
the flip phones have Wi-Fi
here because it's a super sad story.
You get your IP, maybe. Get your IP there, save it. You know when you're back home. Got the location.
This place is so creepy.
Yeah, dude, I really.
Because he was just
icky vibes. Icky
filthy,
vibes.
hoarding lunatic. So okay, this is a misconception going on right now. He's not a billionaire. He had $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, but it doesn't seem like he ever cashed it out. So I believe, Oki said, at the time of this, he had about 16 million in actual cash. But he had the $1 billion worth of Bitcoin somewhere that he never cashed it out. So he's not actually a billionaire.
What? It wouldn't stay as $1 billion, though. Coin dropped so much. If he didn't cash it out, then it's not $1 billion anymore. It's probably like 100, not even 100 million. Probably. I don't think it's dropped. Like over 50% it's dropped. So he still has probably like hundreds of millions, or at least, you know, a good amount. But yeah, if he never pulled it out into any sort of wallet and it just kept as Bitcoin, then it's not $1 billion anymore. That fucking shit dropped so much since 2012.
To it, and it looks like he never cashed it out. But yeah, multi-millionaire.
Yeah, if you never cashed it out or put it into like an e-wallet, then it's done. Well, it's still a lot of money, but no one probably has access to it now. I bet you didn't give the password to anyone, dude. Well, we don't know if he's really locked up, so we're about to see.
No, I want to let you know.
That is great news.
Murder. The judge at the sentencing gave him 9 years.
What?
One less than the minimum. Gave him 9 years.
That just irritates me. Everything about this, because this police story didn't seem like he tried to help him at all. There's definitely something else going on. It wasn't just a bunker. Man. This is sad.
What the fuck is the point in having a minimum sentencing when it comes to a crime? What the fuck?
Yeah, what is that?
The reason the minimum is there is that it's not supposed to go lower. How can you just be like,
yeah, how can you go lower than the minimum? How is that even possible? It's possible because our justice system is fucked. Man, I cannot believe he got 9 years. Like I said at the beginning, I didn't remember how much time he got, but that is far too little.
What?
That sucks. That's so
sad.
How
does that make any sense?
The minimum shouldn't even have been 10. It should have been like 20, 30 minimum.
Paid off the judge. It doesn't seem like he had access.
He murdered him, bro. It could have been premeditated. No one even knows.
It's a goddamn law.
He could have caused that fire, dude.
Like, by giving less than the law dictated minimum, wouldn't that be breaking the law?
Yes, our justice system is fucked.
What? Can that happen?
Oh, yeah, anything can happen, dude. They fucking pick the rules.
You are praising this gentleman
so sad.
Who did a criminal act, who 12 jurors believe.
And it wasn't just a criminal act, it was a fucking murder, dude.
Okay, how about this? Even if he didn't kill him on purpose, which I really do still feel he did, what the fuck does he offer society? He walks around in a bulletproof vest and hires people to work on an underground bunker in complete secrecy, blindfolding them, refusing to let them outside with their eyes open without giving them duct tape glasses, and just sits in his fucking hoarded, shit-stained, diaper-filled house.
Go off
what
then,
is he
Moist. Go
society? Diaper-filled house. What
literally,
is he
though, his house is fucking disgusting. There was hella stains on his mattress and shit. Nasty house.
He doesn't spend his money.
Nasty.
Half of his money was in fucking measuring glasses. He doesn't even fucking spend it. That makes no sense. That actually makes no sense. It really doesn't. I'm starting to believe the conspiracy that he did somehow pay off someone somewhere.
That's what I'm thinking.
Sense. No sense.
It does not make sense.
Even if, again,
that's a good theory, honestly. That is a good theory.
Killing
paid off the
on
judge
purpose,
type shit, or just the whole court case involved, every person that was involved in the case.
Even if you don't find him guilty of that, saying that he has a lot to offer.
Because they're saying they never found that he pulled out the money. What if he just transferred the money to them? I'm
not going to give him the minimum. But he, for the last fucking 20 years, has done nothing but live in a house
honestly.
And build an underground network of tunnels because he's afraid of a nuclear fallout. Jesus Christ!
If he should,
I'm starting to believe
he should honestly be in like a mental ward, dude.
Again, he had tons of
money. I don't even know if he's like.
He never spent.
Want him to serve prison, obviously.
All at once
but he needs a little bit of both. You know, put him in both. Some time in the prison, like 20 years there, 10 years
That's a great
mental ward.
question.
That'd be fair. Way more fair. Yeah, see that does not add up. Facts, Okie. Why would you not save him? That should be your first thing you do. You shouldn't be looking for gas cannons. Oh, where are the gas cannons? You should be looking for him. That's the first thing he should have done when he went in. Then you go back, and then maybe get the gas canisters if you're worried about your house. You know?
Had steel bars on
and that's what the father mentioned.
A safely to
yeah, that made no sense.
He had used repeatedly.
it was probably like years later that it really hit me that I'm not gonna see.
What a great fucking point here. I actually didn't even think about this one, because he did confirm he went down there multiple times. He even said he removed those gas canisters, and that's in that interview. He's like, "Oh, one of the gas canisters should be on the front lawn. It wasn't there." Idiot. Oh, geez, I mean, maybe someone must have taken it. That is a great point. If his exit was blocked by so much hoarding debris, how the fuck could Daniel go move around in there, maneuver things, and just take some shit out? And again, guiding him to a window instead of just saying, "Hey, come with me to the door," that he is using repeatedly. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. Nothing adds up in the story. Literally nothing. And it'll probably be unsolved forever. That's what's so sad. I don't think anything's gonna come out of this.
That box has been there for 5 years. It has not been touched.
Ah, man, I hate this.
We have a pit there, a kind of shrine for him, with a large photo of him in his ROTC.
He served for our country, too.
You know, something saying love you.
Great guy.
And there can be no closure.
No, there never is in something like that, man. Jesus Christ.
For real, though. Rest in peace.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this story's insane. I remember watching the whole thing, and it was good, but it's just so sad. Oh, man, this world is a cruel, cruel place. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for today's video, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was one of the crazier stories out there that I've honestly ever read and watched because of this great documentary. But yeah, go check out Oki and obviously Moist. Appreciate them for this video.